an interpreter doing it, and Li Ming is like, can they hear this? Can they understand? Like, this is music?
Right. Oh, wait.
And the
I feel like I'm in Sleepless in Seattle when they're talking about the scene.
Is it Casablanca? What's the
No,
movie?
it's An Affair to Remember.
Affair to Remember.
And you're literally also about a character with disabilities. An Affair to Remember. Because she got hit by the car. Oh my god! Moonlight Chicken, and as always, I'm Adam.
I'm RJ. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Xmas, sweetie. How are you?
Did watching the Christmas Mass give some?
No.
No. You're
No.
not a Christmas Mass diva.
No.
No.
It is interesting the shows in which Christianity intersects in specifically a Thai BL.
Yeah.
Because it's very rare.
Famously not a Christian.
Very famously not a Christian nation.
Yeah.
But also, it's so
some would
rare.
Some would argue Catholicism isn't Christianity, Adam. I have no say in that.
Aren't they gonna be? Isn't Gemini about to be a priest
Gemini
in that upcoming one?
Gemini is gonna be a priest, yeah.
Gemini's gonna be a hot priest.
Mama,
Fleabag ain't got nothing on Gemini. We're not getting into theology. It's just like, it's more of like a fixture of how to set this in a time and place.
Yeah.
More than anything else. Because as people pointed out, it's really been a month since the festival, the light festival.
Oh, wow. It's only been a month?
Mm-hmm, since last episode.
Wow.
So the show is moving quickly, but we time jump. It feels like between the episodes is when we time jump. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about episode 4 of Moonlight Chicken. Let's start off. I did not write my episodes on my little card today, so I'm using my Butterbear notebook.
From one Thai queen to another.
Hello, honey. Okay, episode 4. We start off. This is the fastest I think I have ever started crying in something we've watched.
Yeah, it was like record 2 minutes or something like that.
I think it was a
47.
minute 45. Yeah.
Two very contrasting wake-up scenes.
Okay, heading into the show, I knew people loved
Gemini
the Gemini 4th storyline.
Whatever it was.
Did
you know that they were going to have the one that was doing the disability?
Didn't know.
I
didn't even know specifically what the disability was. I just knew there was an aspect. I didn't even know if it was like one of the characters in the relationship had a disability. I just was like, there's a character in the show that has a disability.
Yeah. And call me
Call
me Sally, honey.
That I was like, I think the girlies are just,
they're a little food-joing out about Gemini 4.
They're
cute boys,
no,
of course.
They're cute, of course.
Yeah,
they're
of
cute,
course.
of course. I
Mama.
have never second coupled this hard in my life.
They appear on screen and Adam is already welling up. Like he's ready to go.
I don't know what it is. I think it's the reality of
realness
of Li Ming's character, his station in life.
Yes.
Meeting a character who should be at a higher station, but due to his disability has been they've been made more equal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even put my finger on one specific thing of what it is. Obviously, I think their performances are excellent in the show, and I'm loving the Jim and One storyline. I really think that's really interesting as well, especially as a gay person in my 30s. It feels very real in a way that most BLs don't, obviously.
Well, most BLs when you get to 30, they're uncles. They own suit shops. You know what I mean? They become
Oh, yeah. I mean, most
they're
BLs,
not interested in unless it's specifically about
old-fashioned cupcake.
Unless
they're old.
Which
allegedly, we don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know.
We try to watch it.
We saw the trailer. I'm trying to think if there's ever been
a second
couple that I've fallen this hard for. I guess technically you could argue that I was obsessed with Boston Nick.
But it was more about you're fascinated by
I loved Nick as a character.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was
I don't think it's
the couple.
No,
yeah.
I don't think so.
So anyway, they wake up next to each other. We're so there's not a time jump.
No, it's not.
The time jump is in the episode.
Yeah. Because
Because
it's after the cold open. It's after the intro.
unless we're supposed to
No, I don't
believe
think so. Maybe the time jump happened last episode.
No. The time, okay, because the festival happens in the month of November.
Yes, yeah.
And this episode, the end of it happens in December. So the time jump has to happen
Within
in this
the
episode.
yeah.
Because I was going to say, oh, maybe it's a different time he spent the night.
I think
But no, it's supposed to be the next night because he comes home and has the argument.
Yeah,
with
I think
Jim.
between scenes, it's like, it's days later until we get to Christmas.
Heart and Leaving wake up next to each other, okay? That's my first note. I don't care what happens in the show. That's my first note, bitch.
And I'm crying.
Cried. And it was a minute 45 seconds in. So you're telling me that the Alan scene was a minute?
A minute.
Probably, to be honest. That's probably why I didn't write it down, because I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. That picks up where we thought we left off.
But I feel like we know a little too much, more than like people did when the show was first coming out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't write it down because I was like, okay, yeah, it's first.
That's gonna be, yeah.
There was no gag. There was no reveal. They wake up next to each other. Can I move past this note, please? Thank you.
So they wake up.
No, I wrote Alan, go back to your spot next as my next note.
So they did start with the boys.
Yeah. Heart and Li Ming waking up next to each other is my first note. Alan moving back to his spot is my second note. Okay? So already we've got some interesting dynamics at play, okay? Mm-hmm. We've got Heart and Li Ming obviously falling in love with each other. It's
crazy that, like, nothing's being named, nothing's being said, but it's so obvious in just, like, how they act that at first I was like, I'm waiting for the moment where it's like, oh, I think this is, I like you. There's no moment. There's no like, definitive moment. It just, over time, like, every small thing. It really
is, like, yes, it is such an example of, like, the little small things. Like, because they're, like, trying to look at each other, but not look at the same time the other person's like, it's so good.
Yeah.
And there's enough there that it's like, there's enough there that you could possibly be like, I think he likes me, but there's also it's not explicit enough to be like, oh, it's for sure. So there's a little bit of, like, trepidation, a little bit of, like, will they, won't they? It's so perfectly calculated on the chemistry pH scale, okay, as we are scientists in the field of chemistry.
But they're also just letting the audience trust that, like, this act of kindness is automatically like, they're already showing that they like each other.
Yeah, I love it. You know who doesn't like each other anymore? It seems to be Alan and Won. It's not good.
It's not great.
It's not,
What Alan is fully like, we gotta show. So they cohabitate. They are not together anymore. It
seems that they are there, because there's definitely not. Again, the show is very good at, like, showing and not explicitly telling. So, like, they say that, like, people don't know that they've broken up.
Because Alan's like, we have to go to this party, blah, blah, blah. And when it's like, I don't want to go.
Yes, for Jean's restaurant anniversary.
Yes, Jean, honey.
Our good friend Jean.
Yes, Jean Smart. Star of Hacks.
Wow, she opened a Thai restaurant.
She opened a Thai restaurant in the middle of COVID.
Wow, good for her.
Before she started doing hacks.
Honestly, Emmy winner. What's a James B. Beard Award winner for Thai restaurant cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. Michelin
Jean Smart.
Bib Gourmand.
Oh, sure, yes.
Yes.
We just learned about that.
One doesn't want to go because he's like, I have to pretend that we're a couple. So there is an established, they're not a couple anymore, but yes, they're still performing.
They definitely were at one point.
They were at one point.
They were not just roommates.
So my theories, as I started, was like, they had to cohabitate together for COVID, and then that's how they fell out of love. They realized that they're not.
There's no way that's going to be it.
That they're not, like, compatible anymore. But as the episode goes on, it feels one-sided. That, like, wait, one person says that the relationship is this way.
And one person is one.
One.
That one person is one.
I just feel bad for First because I have such good feelings towards First, and I'm like, First can't be an asshole.
I know.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only problem with casting from your little stable is I know them, and I'm like, but I like him.
But I like First. So he can't, this isn't his fault. And I don't know Mix, technically.
Mix could be a slut, and I'd believe it.
And it's in the behind the scenes, they're like, yeah, that little slut over there sleeping with.
So funny. One talks to oh my god, what is his name?
Poppy, Poopy, Bonnie, Long.
No,
Long is Long. It's like with a P.
I wrote it down. Where did I write it down?
Pipay. Pepe.
Gung. One talks to Paul. Gung. The friend who called him a slut. In episode 1, by the way.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the tune has changed. Did you notice? I feel like the episode 1 is a little bit of like, they're setting the audience up.
Very, very Sex in the City.
Where he's like, just have fun or whatever. I guess he's still saying the same idea. He's just like, don't get attached to the people you're sleeping
Being
with.
a Judy. Like, okay, fine. You can have your little one-night stand, but it's a one-night stand.
He's literally like, don't put too much meaning into sex, girl. This is... Welcome to being
it does
gay.
It does feel a little 101. Doesn't it?
I don't even know if it's 101 because I think I think gay people are constantly having these conversations.
Yeah, that's true.
Of trying to marry the like I want to have so much sex it actually hurts versus the like hurts versus the like I don't want to be alone. Yeah. Right. I want to come home to one person.
Yes, yeah.
Oftentimes, here's gay 101.
Here's gay 101.
Oftentimes, it's a real open situation. But there are people
Not all the time. And the rules kind of differ.
Sure.
The points don't matter.
Points don't matter. Mm-hmm. It's just like whose line is it anyway? Whose dick is it anyway? That's some people's relationships.
That one. Yeah.
So...
Especially at market days.
Woo! What is the state of this relationship at this point? Because this isn't even a situationship at this point. We've moved past situationship.
Long one. Uncle Jim one.
No. Alan
one.
What is the state of that relationship? What would you even call that period of time? Because we don't know why they're still living together. I would assume it's financial.
I would assume
but he says he's going to move out and get his own condo. Yeah. And there's not even a conversation of like, you can't afford that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like it's that either.
It feels like a convenience thing. I wonder if it becomes like, because one is so obsessed with trying to make Long his person, that I'm like, does he have a sense of like, well, I don't want to be alone? But he's not at all affectionate towards Alan. So I'm like,
no,
he like wants and there's no sense of like
labor's lost.
Yeah, there's no sense of like I'm still getting some sort of companionship from him. Like he might as well just be the dog, or whatever. Yeah. Like a fish.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's not. But then like what?
But then why are you still together? Why are you still living together?
Why are you still sleeping together? Even like people that I think like. Where they get trapped in a lease together and they break up. Like I usually feel like they probably sleep on a couch.
Try to
break the lease. Something.
Yeah, I mean we've tried. Oh,
I just am curious.
I know
what the circumstances are, but also I know that they're purposefully withholding the exact circumstances with both Jim and Papang. Again, character name we do not know.
I know.
And Alan and
yeah. Because that clearly is his trauma.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
We see him stopping.
I think Jim has trauma.
Yes. I don't think one doesn't feel like trauma. It feels...
One is not traumatized.
Maybe it's
one is stigmatized.
One is stigmatized, girl. And that's the T. That's the real epidemic.
That's the D, honey.
That's the D, honey.
We cut back to Jim. Mm-hmm. We know that Li Ming has not shown up last night. He stayed over at Hart's house. So Jim is worried. He didn't answer his phone, as we remember from the last episode. So he's starting to rifle through drawers because there's a flashback of like, one time
Li Ming tried to smoke.
Li Ming tried to smoke. And so now he's like the very annoying adult thing of being like, oh, I messed up one time. I did one mistake and now you're going to
And Li Ming calls him out on it. He's like, I messed up one time and now you're rifling through my stuff. Ultimately saying that, like, you don't trust me. That's kind of why there's a little...
I cried in this scene because I just think, like, Forth is just delivering the performance of a lifetime. I can't get over it, really. But he says a line where he says, I never wanted to be born into poverty. He doesn't get to the thing that I was for sure was going to happen,
you're not my
which
real
was,
dad.
you're not my real dad.
You're
You're not my real parent.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever get there, but it's just this whole argument, again, with the show being, like, so perfectly nuanced is, like,
they're not
Jim
mad
is
at
trying to do his best.
Yeah.
You actively see Jim multiple points in the show trying to be what he thinks Li Ming needs or what...
Yes. He does them... They're all well-intentioned.
And Li Ming not being a teenager, not being able to see everything, not being privy to everything that Jim is trying to do for him. So they're obviously at this impasse. And foisted on top of that, right? That's just a regular argument.
Yeah.
But overarching this whole thing is that they are
We're
locked
poor.
into being, like, in poverty.
Yes.
And I just think it's perfectly... The reason I cried about it is because I'm just like such an empath. Do you know what I mean? And so, like, I just feel a lot of emotions. No. This happens to me with, like, this is sometimes why I can't watch...
It's the coming of age. There's a little bit of coming of age into it. And I
little
think
bit,
you always have an inclination to
There's
that.
a little bit of, like, sometimes I have a hard time watching horror movies. Specifically, I don't like jump scares, right?
Yeah.
But that's, like, that's an anxiety
Unless you're The Conjuring Last Rites and watching it 4DX, honey.
Well, that's different, yeah.
Which...
But, like, I hate... It drives me crazy when things are, like, so unfair. I feel like I always come back to, like, as a kid when I was reading Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate
Right,
Events,
it's like there's no way out for these kids.
and they couldn't escape
There's nothing
the
they can
situation
do.
because they were kids.
No matter how smart they try to outsmart.
And like, Li Ming stuck in a situation and having the realization, like, being able to vocalize, like, I did not ask to be born into poverty. I wish I was not
Here.
stuck in this way.
I wish I was not born in the way I was born.
And it's so... And there's nothing a single character can do to change that.
No.
In this show. There's not... Jim can't, like, work hard. Like, he's
Yes,
already
he's
working
already
hard.
working
He's already
harder.
sacrificing as much as he can. There's not... Like, Li Ming shouldn't, like, go leave, like, and work more. Like, he shouldn't leave school to go work earlier, right? Like, you need an education. They're so stuck. It's so unfair that I, like, started crying as I was watching it. Well, I was like, ugh.
He also had that line of, like, why are you making me live out your dreams? Like, why don't you want what you want for yourself? And I think there's that acknowledgement from Li Ming that Jim probably was trying to avoid, but now knows that, like, we're both in this situation. Like, I know you are the one that's taking care of me, but, like, you are also in the same situation as I am. So why are we trying to, like, force the other person to be something else that, like, we know we physically can't be because we don't have those resources?
Yeah.
And as an adult, like, being a caretaker, like, I'm sure that hits because you're not, like, you try to shield the children from, like, the realities of life as much as you can.
Of course.
And so Earth started crying, that I was like, oh, like, that was what got me.
Know.
Two actors
on their way. One was Ming and one was Jim. The other thing he asks him in that scene that I was like, ooh, is he asks Jim, is running Moonlight Chicken really your dream? And that's when I was like, oh,
it's Papa.
He's gonna sell the diner at the end.
You think that's what it'll be?
I have.
It's gotta be.
That's my guess.
Yeah,
is because I feel like
it's interesting. Cause
last episode I was like, the community's gonna pool their resources because they have to save it, and then I was like, oh, I don't know if I don't think that's. I think it's going to be. he has to acknowledge the fact that he should be able to pursue what he wants as well, which includes both his professional life and his personal life.
But I don't know what he wants outside of this.
I don't think
He's
he knows
devoted
either.
his entire life to this, even though it wasn't his dream to begin with. Like, it was a shared dream that he had, and because that person's not there anymore, he has to take care of this kid. Like, the community's dying. Like,
right, you get stuck.
And I'm curious to see what it'll be. Like, I hope there's something rooted in it that, like, it probably will be about one. Like, they end up doing something together, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like a business. Like, I don't think it's smart to like just fall into the same trap again.
I think it's more that like something about one will help him maybe. I don't know, but then I'm also like, there's only 4 episodes left, so I don't know how much we can running out of time. In.
What do you do when you're running out of time?
Unless we don't see him specifically do anything. It just ends with him being able to like, almost like I think it's the thing of like, he's going to get it taken, like he's going to lose the business.
Yes.
But maybe with that loss is a new sense of freedom and a new sense of like, I'm not saying like it's a good thing.
Right.
But I think like, for example, I was in a situation earlier this year where I was released from a job that I had in a way that I did not prefer to be released from. And that brought me a lot of anxiety. But then with it, I felt like, oh, like I was locked in because
that's what you thought.
I thought I was like sealed in the box, basically. Yeah. And now I'm like outside of the box and I can do kind of whatever. Mm-hmm. Maybe that'll be like Jim's thing. It's like, I don't know.
I'm predicting he's going to sell the diner. He's going to like have a check. And it's like, what do you want to do with it? And like the whole thing will be like, I don't know, but the fact that I have this. Or he uses it to send Li Ming to the US.
The US. I wouldn't send him here now. I don't know. Feels like a bad time.
Ooh, not right now, Diva.
Not even trying to make a joke. Not even
trying to make a joke. I wouldn't.
I would.
Singapore, maybe. You know.
If it has to be English, like maybe Australia could be fine.
Maybe Australia. Maybe the UK.
I don't know. I don't
Canada?
know.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably better up there than it is.
I hope so.
My God, I don't know. Li Ming goes back to Hearts, and I'm going to skip right to it. We have the Playing in the Water. Right after we just covered My Beautiful Man, which had multiple Playing in the Water moments. Well, one big one.
One big one in the school.
And then the reminder of it.
Yeah. And it's done in such a way of like to break the ice because Li Ming is clearly like upset about something, and like Heart is like, it doesn't even matter what it's about. I just want to make you happy, and I think that's the.
I can't, guys.
That it feels
it's so pure.
I know it's so pure. It really like they look to each other as an escape for their lives. Bye.
Totally, yeah. Diva, for sure. I actually don't think, did I cry I don't think I cried during the water.
No.
I thought it was very sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't actually cry during the water, but they're just the two of them are like their only comfort.
Yeah.
And like every time we see Heart's mom, she's like writing, she's not even trying to talk to her, writing him in sign language. She's writing her this notes. Guy just learned and
that was the thing, like I don't know the history of like how long Heart has been learning sign language, but it feels like they both are learning it together.
It feels like, how would Heart even be able to like practice it?
Yeah.
No one is communicating with him.
Yeah.
Like in the same way.
Yeah.
The mom is the villain. This is not a show with a villain per se.
But it's the people that are neglecting.
They're antagonists,
yes. But Lee. Well, Win's the villain. Because he's a little slut.
He's a little slut. In my Win era. There's a scene where he lends Li Ming a pink shirt. And there's a real Gemini has this like
the ogling of the bodies.
Just
whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah. Truly, I mean, fourth, sure, does nothing for me, which is fine. It's not supposed to. I just was like, yeah, that's for sure.
But that experience.
If I was Heart
I would
at that
be
age, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
so much skin. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Everything is like so,
Everything so-
especially with them.
Yeah.
Because there's so little actual dialogue.
Yes,
that
everything
it's
is so
all
specific. It's gotta be like these specific moments of like sharing
heightened
like,
glances, heightened looks at each other. I mean, it's again,
and I think it's telling
it's very Austinian.
yes.
There's not necessarily like a comedy of manners or like a commentary on
the
the
tension is very Austinian, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a class thing as much,
Which makes me think at the end when the priest is like the one of the best ways to communicate is through physical touch. I was like, oh, I think it's gonna lead up to like just their relationship is gonna get more and more intimate.
Yeah, they did do something. It's very interesting because Last Twilight has a very similar thing where like the first time they like do it is like because he's like losing his vision. It's like about the sensory experience of like I think they turn out the lights so like neither of them can see.
Oh, just like in Only Friends when they dined in the dark.
It's the
exact
same.
scene.
It's the exact same.
Wow.
It's really beautiful how it all comes back to Only Friends. Could you imagine if Only Friends had been our first GMM show?
In the lore, in our
channel lore,
yes.
it is. But if we had not watched Bad Buddy,
yeah, we really needed Bad Buddy to kind of like take set the scene of like what is the extreme of like what the genre is, how they present it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Bad Buddy is like a really good I just think this is not about Bad Buddy, but I do think Bad Buddy is like a good first time Thai BL.
Yeah.
Just to like figure out, get a feel of like the language, the comedy,
the tone.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. But even that has like a class element to it.
Yeah.
Which I do think Thai BL is very interested in like class stuff.
It reminds me a lot of the Philippines.
Okay, Jim has a surprise birthday party. And Li Ming shows back up and they sing happy birthday to him and he also apologizes. It's very sweet. This was all One's idea. Gaipo is not able to attend the birthday party, but he does send his warm birthday wishes in the form of whiskey.
A bottle of brown liquor.
Just general.
Here's a Hennessy from Jackson Wang.
Is it Gaipa or Gaipa? Because I think
he wants to be Gaipa. But Uncle Jim won't.
You can't include that.
Won't take his advances.
Insane. You have to bleep that. That's insane.
I didn't say anything wrong.
No, you can't. That's crazy. That's real. That's a real line that we're crossing. Can we talk about this "Keep Calm and Eat Chicken" shirt?
It's official
the
merch.
Official merch of the show.
It was the official merch.
I don't mind it being merch of the show.
No,
I don't love it being on the show.
Yeah, he was like, I designed it myself. I'm like, yeah.
No, we know.
I believe that, Diva.
For sure.
You work in retail, yeah.
Something about the like outline of a chicken
of the cock
and the like mid 2010s calligraphy font.
Yeah. Listen,
keep calm. It's a real. It's
you know what? It's a time.
They're
time
millennials.
Period. Yeah. You know what?
Actually,
because one said I'm about to turn 30.
One is
he's like around,
for sure millennial.
He's supposed to be our age, I think. Because if this was around pandemic time, this is when we turned 30.
Jim it?
He's supposed to be 40.
Is Jim a
Gen X?
Maybe he's a Zennial. He's like right at the X millennial cusp.
Saved by the Bell, honey.
He's at the end. If he is a millennial, he's like my sister's age.
Yeah. Like he watched Clueless as a teenager, as opposed to us, where Clueless came out.
This is what, 2021, right?
Yeah, 1 or 2.
So he would be like, because he's turning 40. Is he turning 40 or is he like 39? I don't think they say. I don't think they say he's
turning 40, but one says I'm about to turn 30 soon. So maybe he's a few years younger than us. If 21, because 21 was when I turned 30. Clocked.
As he gives him a gift. And he like goes in for the kiss.
Well, he's like, well, wear it. I want to make sure it fits you.
Oh, a setup of setups. I mean, this is
He is digmatized. He is a slut. He is a digmatized. You know what, Mama?
You know,
That is
I
the
haven't seen a- I
representation
haven't
we
seen
need.
a slut on our channel since
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Listen.
You got to do what you got to do. Jim has flashbacks of right in this moment. He has flashbacks of
Him, of Papang
Papang bouncing on it.
bouncing.
Which is like, you would think he would have a flashback of just like another kiss.
Yeah.
But the fact that the kiss is like,
oh no, I'm reminded of Papang.
not even post-coital,
in
mid-coital.
Yeah, in coit.
Jesus. I was like, everybody earned their check on this show. And I
Honey.
think that's important.
Honey.
Put actors to work the next day, because he's spending the night.
Well, he
spends the
refuses.
night. He doesn't sleep with them, blah, blah, blah. They're talking about that stupid DVD from the movie he loves, but he doesn't think the DVD works anymore. It doesn't really make sense. The timing is wrong in the plot of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The timing is wrong, and if the timing is wrong, then it's just not worth pursuing.
It's just not meant to be.
It becomes a metaphor of what's going on for them.
It's a metaphor, Dorothy.
It's a bit clunky.
It's a bit heavy-handed
It's a
because
bit
we don't actually
heavy-handed.
even watch the DVD, so it's just talking about
No.
like.
And I couldn't.
This
tell,
was the most tell.
I was like, is this an actual movie? They're
Oh, I'm sure. I think it's a movie because
But
they
did
say
they say the title?
no, but they say Li Ming was one of the characters. But his mom actually loved
right.
this movie as
name,
well, so
yeah.
that's why that's his name.
Okay.
So it must be. I mean, it reminds me of it's not like what is it, Bangkok Love Story or whatever from 12%, My Only 12%.
Oh yes,
movie-
yeah. The movie that he watches.
Yes.
but that's used very specifically.
Yeah.
I'm sure this also.
I
is
think it's the
specific,
same
but-
thing. They're doing like a specific movie, but not saying.
Yeah. There's a weird eating cat food scene
For the ads.
for the ad, but
Listen,
I think
one said
I
if
think Earth Mix have such good chemistry that I bought the scene.
Absolutely.
But I truly was like,
this is an ad. honey.
no,
No.
we're not even. I'm not even doing the like eat it.
Well,
Eat
one
the
was
cat
like,
food.
at least one cat should eat in this house. If mine can't. One kitty should be eaten. Honey.
He ignores Alan's call. He comes home. Alan is like, it's not Pong.
His name's not Pong. The
His
friend's
name is not Pong.
Pong.
It's Gong. It's Gong. And then I remember being like, I'm going to remember his name is Gong, because I was like, I'm going to look at his face and I'm going to think of a gong, like a gong. And then guess what, Mama? I didn't. I thought of Pong,
Yeah.
who I don't even think I've ever heard an actor, a character. Sorry. His name is Gong. Here. Gong. You can clip that and put it back where I said
Wait.
Pong earlier. One, and is like, you need to answer the phone when I call you, and blah, 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 blah. And one's like, we're not
together. I was
Diva.
actually at my own condo. So.
Right. And I'm moving out.
And I'm moving out.
And then he's like, to who, your new boyfriend? He's like,
So he goes to Gong Pong.
Gong Pong. And he's like, who's he seeing?
Who is it?
Gong doesn't want to say. There's
Bro code, sisters, Judy's for life. He's like, what is going on is between you and her. I'm not involved.
Mm-hmm.
But you couldn't help it. Just be like,
He does confirm that he is
there may
seeing
be someone. So
He's seeing someone.
yeah,
and
because he was like, aren't I your friend too? Which was very telling for me. So I was like,
this is what's going to happen when we get divorced.
there is everyone's gonna pick sides, honey.
And they're all going to pick RJ. I hate to tell you.
Let your voice be heard. Are you hashtag Team Adam or hashtag Team RJ? And the winner will be announced at the Grand Lollapalooza.
Yeah, there's a SmackDown for the crown. No.
Which it was just telling to me that, like, yeah, something there must have. He had a community of whatever, and I think something happened. I think pandemic related, Diva, of like my life. I don't want this to be my life anymore.
Also their mutual friend.
I know
with the restaurant. I think it's like they were friends and then got together, and then he was like, we're better as friends. Or, well, they're not anymore.
Not anymore, honey.
But I think it's a if we didn't work out situation. That's what this would have been. because we were famously friends for a long time.
That's
and
true.
then
Before we started dating, yeah. And then one fateful evening.
One fateful post-rehearsal evening.
Guys, don't do Urinetown. It'll ruin your life.
Or you'll find the love of your life. Who knows?
It'll ruin your life,
If
and
you
you'll
had the chance to change your fate, would you? Okay. Part of it has to be that you're in the middle of a Lenten
Oh,
Lenten
Adam,
giving up.
I
of
don't
sex.
know. I think our story could be a fun GMM.
The red string of fate.
It is the red string of fate.
Mm-hmm. And the string was attached to my underwear. RJ's.
Because I was
RJ
one.
is one.
I was one. And that's why I feel I was one, honey, and you were
Even more so.
even a worse one.
Mm-hmm. Worse one.
Two ones don't make a right, honey. A white.
Two ones, don't make a white. Wow, but they did marry one. The craziest part of this, if you're trying to keep this a secret, Diva Boots, what you don't do is post this stunning portrait mode photo of
On
Jim
your story
on your
and
Instagram
be like, God,
story, and it's not close friends.
And it's not close friends. It's a story, and he literally is like, check out this restaurant owner. Or
Check
whatever.
out this hunk of man.
Hello?
Babe, 2 and 2 equals 4.
That's what I'm
1
saying.
plus 1 equals 2, bitch. This is too obvious.
He is trying to do all these things. He wants it to blow up. It's like the questions that like we'll get at like Ask Ronda or Savage, where it's like, I'm doing this, and it's like,
You're trying to blow your
girl,
life
you're trying to blow your life up. Hello?
Jim applies for a small business loan, a little PPP.
That Gaipa was like, I'll take you,
Yeah.
uncle.
Yeah.
Let me give you a ride, honey.
Honestly, Kao does not have enough to do in the show.
No.
I
want him to be
he's
a
great
bigger...
every scene he's in. But
I totally agree. I want him to
except
be a
this
bigger
scene
pursuer.
Oh
I
my
know.
God, later we
Yes,
have to
yeah.
talk about that scene.
I think it's so funny because I didn't. I really thought that he was going to be the
I
third
know.
couple,
I thought he was.
and
too.
then I was like, "Oh, he's going to be the pursuer. He's the other person interested in him." And then now it's like, "Oh, his story's about his mom, and it's going to be
It doesn't even feel like the story is framing like, will Jim choose
one or the other,
one or not one,
one or not one."
And it really isn't. Like it's kind of really clear that like it's a very
It's not-
unrequited.
Yes. And even Gaipa kind of knows. He's like, why am I doing that? And it's like in jest. Like,
Yeah.
in his scenes talking about it, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe he won't fall for me, blah, blah, blah.
Jim applies for this small business loan, and just so happens that Alan is the manager, at the bank.
He's
Now,
the banker.
He's the banker, mama. He's the banker. Howie Mandel is calling him on the phone
Yes.
saying, what's your deal? Deal or no
Do
deal?
you have 300,000?
And babe, it's no deal.
It's no deal.
He has no goddamn collateral. He doesn't own a goddamn thing.
Not a thing to his name.
Again, this is like I appreciate like this kind of like
Yes.
real
Real stakes.
This is like,
and I
how
know
it really
there are
is.
people that are like, I don't know if I don't want to be reminded of my real life. Totally get that. But there is something just so satisfying.
I know.
Like,
if you can watch it, it's
because you're seeing something blossom from a place of like it feeds the delusion, the fantasy a little bit more.
And I do think this show is really good. I don't think it is doing something that does bother me with media that portrays people in financial distress, where sometimes it'll like not martyr them, but it'll like make it be like, oh, there's this real, like, they're like real people.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, they're the like people it doesn't really set up this like class divide of being like, there's a quote that's like, there's no nobility in poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I like when media does not make it super easy, like to just categorize everything as like, oh, it's so beautiful that they're poor, because like it's not,
Or romanticize
right?
it.
Romanticize it, yes, yeah. I hate
like they're the virtuous impoverished characters, so they are inherently good.
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
I'm not saying that like they're inherently bad. I just think it's like that's not how any of it works.
Yeah.
I am way more interested in media that's trying to tell nuanced characters with like actual real flaws and like shortcomings, but are still at the end of the day like, yes, I'm saying good people, but like
doing their best.
Yes,
making the best,
trying their hardest. Yeah. That's why I really like the show.
Yeah.
So he's denied the loan. And Alan looks over his application and figures out where his restaurant is. Okay, that'll come up later in 2 minutes. Gaipa there's a scene of Gaipa on the couch with his mom, and his mom's like, girl, you need to find yourself a man. I don't know what to tell you, Diva.
And Gaipa's like, I'm trying, but he is not, except he's not picking up, but I can't tell if he's just refusing.
Yeah.
He's not attracted to me, or he's just oblivious.
And they do this whole back and forth of being like, well, men don't like to be hit on, and he's like, ha ha ha, you forget that I'm a man. And she was like, well, then let him hit on you. But it really turns into this larger conversation of like,
are you regretful that I'm gay?
It's phrased as, do you regret that I'm gay?
Yeah.
And she
eats this up, honey.
I know this is just made for gay people, especially those who didn't have this experience, to like live vicariously through this character,
right,
to get a speech from a great mom
to be
figure.
able to hear a mom figure tell you this.
I understand that it's just what's the phrase, dream, like not dream casting, but like wish fulfillment. I understand that it is a scene that is just wish fulfillment. Let the wish be fulfilled,
honey. Let free the curse.
I understand.
Let wish be fulfilled.
I'm sure if you have not had this experience, and I'm not even saying I had a different experience. Like, I had a very supportive mom. There is nothing better than this shit. This is people clown on the "you can breathe now" Simon.
Yes,
I think it's the best part of that
Mama,
movie.
I bawled. You can inhale now. You can exhale now, Simon.
Oh, exhale now, Simon is the line. Yeah. This never gets old to me. I do not care. I think it's so important. I think it's incredibly valuable. I don't care if you find it corny. I don't care if you think it's rote. I don't care. I don't care. This is so important for people to see and experience, either for people who have had trauma and are trying to move past it, for people who didn't have it and just like get another sense of like it's fine, and even for people who may experience this at some point in their life. Your kid comes out to you, whatever, you have someone, a dear one, a loved one who comes out to you, or you are able to have this conversation, and this is exactly what you're supposed to say.
Or not gay people, and like seeing
whatever
this,
it is.
Yeah, and realizing like, oh, this is what
any kind of I am coming into my truth, and I am sharing that with you. That's the response you're supposed to have.
With a person,
unless the truth is I'm a serial murderer. Don't have this response. Anything else, have this response.
Yeah, she's great.
That's how I feel. I loved this scene.
And the minute the scene happened, Adam was like, oh God, is she gonna die?
Look, guys, I really didn't think this show was gonna do like big heightened stakes like this.
Yeah, because it's like 8 episodes.
No, I think she's gonna die. Apparently,
Heart's gonna be in the hospital
in an accident.
Yeah,
I just this is about to piss me off. One comes over with extra Christmas decorations from the mall to decorate the diner for Christmas with Jim. And Hart and Li Ming sneak out. I actually don't know if I can talk, so you might have to explain what happens. I don't know if I can speak about this. You have to talk about
Hart and Li Ming sneak out because they want to do like, he wants to like, you know, take him out for Christmas.
He doesn't leave.
Yeah, because he doesn't leave his house.
Oh my God. Continue.
First, he takes him to this little streetcar to get food, and then
that's all I thought it was.
Yeah, that like, oh, he's just taking him out to town. Mm-hmm. And then you see him going into like this Christmas event in like a small place. And I was like, oh, it's Christmas Mass. He took him to Christmas Mass. It is a hard for hearing Christmas Mass. And like
Deaf and hard of hearing.
Deaf and hard of hearing. Everyone, like,
there's a sign language.
There's a sign language interpreter. All of the people that are deaf are like doing a little small group first, like talking and sharing. There's a scene of just Hart like signing, like doing a circle, just like meeting other people that are deaf, and he's just like applauding, like they're all just clapping for one another and sharing. And Leeming and the priest are like watching, and Leeming is basically asking these very basic...
I understand this. Again, this is very similar to the mom scene where it's like a little bit is like, this is like, here's how to treat people with disabilities 101.
Yeah.
Okay? They're people. That was like the gist of the whole thing. Was
and
like imagine.
Leeming's, and I didn't
imagine being a person.
I didn't even, honestly, I didn't cringe at any of Leeming's like questions.
No,
it was genuinely like, how can I
connect better?
How can I connect better? And the priest is just like, you already are doing it. Like, just talk to them as
of Leeming
people.
Finding a church.
Or something, just a Christmas event, like, something where there are other deaf people.
Jim is clearly like Buddhist, right? Or at least culturally so. Yeah. So this is a Christian, like I'm not, it's not even a conversation of like whatever
Christianity
religion,
or theology.
It's more like he went out of his way to find this thing for Hart.
Yeah.
To It is such an act of like goodness. Oh my god. People don't act like this in real life. This is why it sucks here on this planet. Oh my god. Just anyway, it's very sweet.
It's a very sweet scene.
It's incredibly
They have
sweet.
Service. Ford shows up and sings his little song.
And the sweetest
King Ford.
Oh my god, we love Ford. And
there's an interpreter doing it, and Leeming is like, can they hear this? Can they understand like this is music?
Right. Oh,
and the
I feel like I'm in Sleepless in Seattle when they're talking about the scene.
Is it Casablanca? What's the movie?
No, it's An Affair to Remember.
Affair to Remember.
And your little legs.
That's literally you. That's you. You're Rosie O'Donnell.
This is my An Affair to Remember. This episode of Moonlight Chicken. Little legs. Also about a character with disabilities. An Affair to Remember. Because she got hit by the car. Oh my god!
That is so funny. That
literally is what I just turned into. Rita Wilson in that scene. It's incredible. Anyway.
So then the priest is like, yes, like this is...
How do they hear?
They
don't hear necessarily,
they feel the vibrations, and then they watch the interpretation, like what they're supposed to feel.
With like kind of the rhythm and the whole thing.
So he takes him over to the speaker and like feels it, and like he is doing the sign language interpreting for him. And then they show like this montage of everyone like kind of exhibiting like the love that they're sharing.
Grey's Anatomy.
It's literally
Chasing
Cars is playing, honey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol is on the radio, honey. And our Snow Patrol is Ford.
Yes, and it's Ford singing.
Not even a Christmas carol.
No, just a
song.
Yeah,
just
literally it sounded like Goen's song from Golden Blood. It's just like the song, and everyone is having their moment like together. Like Preo and Lang are sharing Christmas. Yes, it's all the different types of relationship and love.
And even Alan's sad. Oh, because that's what happens at the end. They do it a second time at the end. They're all separate.
You're insane.
Oh my god.
You need to be institutionalized. Okay, so they do that. Everyone's having their own like lovely Christmas moment. Christian moment.
A lovely
Christian moment with these men. Oh my god. And then Jim and one who are
even. Can I say the other thing that really is like the best part of this is like, as an adult, I find that Christmas is an extremely bittersweet holiday.
Right, totally.
There is a tinge of melancholy in all Christmases now to me.
Yeah.
And I think it's just as you get older,
it's the reminder
you are
of like
never able to recreate that like magic
the
of
magic
being
of when you were a kid in Christmas. Because now you're like, as an adult, you're like, the family's not the same anymore. Like the world
just
isn't the
circumstances,
same.
right?
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
you know too much, right? Everything like you're not as pure as you once were.
Yeah.
So the fact that this show, and I don't know if Piao if he like is I don't know what his deal is.
But he's not interested in that. He's more interested
like
in
that
the...
even he understands that like that is a facet of Christmas that is fascinating.
Yep.
Like why we're so everything is so heightened on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like the love is so big, but also like the moment like if you're alone on Christmas, it's like people talk about constantly how like there's more self like there's more acts of suicide in the holiday season than any time of year because like you feel people the most are reminded alone. So to end with this like juxtaposition of this exact same montage later is I think like really incredible.
Basically the montage will repeat. There's a scene obviously first with the diner, and then the montage repeats itself, but it's like the other side of those lovely moments. So it's Lang looking at Preo pawning things so that they can afford the baby. It's Alan like crying alone. It's all the guys alone. It's Gaipa's mom like looking at medicine and like crying alone as well. Yeah. Which Adam and I were like, oh, that's why she keeps pushing that he needs to be with someone because she won't be here for long.
He's going to be alone soon.
Okay, let's talk about this diner. They're putting together.
Alan shows up.
And
Alan shows his bitch ass up to this diner.
And he's fully like, is this the man you're sleeping with?
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping with my boyfriend? And like tells one, like, have you slept with him?
One is like,
one can't answer. He asks, one's like, it's not what it looks like. He's blah, blah. And Jim is like,
de-escalate.
Yes. He's like, Alan and Jim get physical. One tries to stop it. Alan pushes one and hits his head on the table.
Christmas tree, knocks it over.
Alan is so mad. He's like screaming.
Crying, by the way, if you can't tell.
He like screams in the streets. We watched the behind the scenes. This was the first thing they ever shot for the series. It's crazy. And yeah, everyone walks off alone basically.
And it's not, again, like Jim is such a calm character that it doesn't end with him getting upset at one or anything.
No, he's
like,
trying to.
It's just like you shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like I don't. First of all, this is my restaurant. We can't be. Luckily, no one was there.
Yeah.
But we can't have this happen in my restaurant. Yes. And then we do another montage where everybody's alone, and that's how the episode ends.
I think it's
just my favorite episode of a BL I've ever watched.
I mean, a Christmas episode will do you in.
I know. It's really up there. Like, in terms of just
episodic, yeah. Who's your MVP?
Oh, my God. It's fourth. Is it? Maybe I'll say Gemini. Oh, my God. Is it Gaipa's mom?
I know, it's a lot.
Is it everybody?
Is it first? Because, like, he just kind of... I mean, the fight scene... I had a better appreciation of it watching the behind the scenes. That he was, like, taking it very seriously. Like, he was like, I'm getting upset.
Yeah.
Like, filming this. Or, like, thinking about how to film this. It
really reminded me of that behind from Kin Porsche after when...
Oh, when Barcode, like, was just, like...
No, Bible and oh my God, what's the name?
Yes,
when they like had the scene where Bible's character like gets shot or whatever, and
they just had to like
cry for like 20 minutes after the shoot.
Actors, man.
I mean, I make fun, but like
that's
it's very impressive to get into that headspace and then be able to like slowly take yourself out of it.
Yes, that's the key. It's like naturally, emotionally, as human people getting into the characters,
you don't need to live in it.
You don't need to live in it, or you also don't have to be the like Nicole Scherzinger after Sunset Boulevard, being like, "And I'm gonna go, and I'm
Yeah, but I think she's
there's
insane.
A lot there.
I think she's a crazy person. I think that character's real close to home for her. I just think she's a little bit not living in reality.
Mr. Demure, I'm ready for my close-up.
I don't know. I genuinely have.
I'll give it to first here
Okay.
because, yeah, I think I just had a real appreciation of him coming into the story and knowing that like this was the first thing he shot. Like I
think
he is my kryptonite. Out of all of the BL actors and GMM,
I know.
maybe all of BL. He's definitely up there.
Yeah.
He's at the. If GMM, it's first. Like
I'll give it to Gemini.
I know,
because I really think it's more. I think Fourth does such a good job, but I really think in this episode it's like Gemini is Heart discovering everything.
Yes. Here's what I really love about the Heart performance is that all of the new things that he's being introduced to, he's not acting and performing it in a way that it's like, wow, like I've waited all my life to experience this. There's still a level
It's
of
such
like
an understated performance.
Yes, that he's like, this is so nice that I'm experiencing this, but he's not like, oh, I'm so relieved that I can finally there's just something so
Yeah. I feel like now especially there's such a your hackles get raised when like there's a character who is portraying somebody that they're for sure not part of the community of.
Right.
That you're like, ooh, how is it gonna sit,
Yes,
right? Which is ironic because we're watching a bunch of not gay people portray gay people, right?
Yeah.
Like I understand the irony here.
Yeah.
But you get like a little bit like, is it gonna
What are the optics
at the very
gonna be?
least, is it not gonna feel like it's a performance? And it really does not feel like he is putting this on. It doesn't feel like he's overselling it. I think it's just so well crafted that it's like, oh yeah, he's just this character.
Yeah.
He really is like this person that is struggling with trying to communicate with other people. Yeah.
Yeah, and him experiencing these things for the first time, there's a level of like he knows that his reality is like still going to be back home, like sheltered. So like it doesn't feel, I don't know. It's
like, I think it's fascinating to cut to him because it doesn't cut to Fourth.
No.
In that last montage, it cuts to all the people who are like a little sad.
Yeah.
And it cuts back to Heart and he's back home. And
they're both looking at the flyer. Well, first it's Li Ming is looking at the flyer.
Li Ming is looking at the flyer.
And then the like ornament that they both got each other.
Yeah.
And then it looks at Heart also looking at the flyers, which made me think like, is he gonna want to leave too?
Because he also doesn't feel like it's home here
there's
either.
Nothing. Yeah.
I know.
Bitch, I'm sad.
I know.
Well, if you'd like to join us for more Moonlight Chicken reactions, join us on patreon.com/boysloveboyslove. You can join the BL tier or the combo tier where we're watching this. Equally sweet BL we're watching, Revenge Love.
Oh my God, so sweet.
Well, we are, I think, in the sweeter part now of the show. Now that they've...
we're in the... He, like, basically just him in an office. Sorry, you'll have to bleep that. So I don't know how sweet it is, but sure. They definitely like each other.
Yes.
That's for sure.
And we just started Love for the Curse of Taekwondo, honey.
Another so sweet. So sweet to each other. Oh my God. Oof. I am crying every other day on that channel.
Yes.
So that's...
Yeah.
Have I cried for Revenge Love? I don't think I've cried.
I don't think so. So come join us on Patreon, and we'll see you next week for more Moonlight Chicken.